Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac, this is Limbus Company. In the last episode we tackled the first of our new tier of thread Luxcavations, which you cannot tell from the title screen because, well, it was Brazen Bull. A lot of people are complaining on the forums about that. I'm going to do this in sort of two parts. I'm going to first try this out with minimal preparation. I'm going to open this up. Oh! It's been a while since we've seen you, mate. But yeah, I'm going to just rush in as is. Not really do much to prepare so much. But then after that, I'm going to think about the fight itself and decide how I want to tackle it. So since we have a 6th character slot, who should get it? You do well in a team with a lot of poise count, but this team doesn't have a lot of poise count. I guess... This is tricky. This is actually kind of tricky. You are our one source of lust, so we can't rely on forced to get... actually tell me, where are your pride skills? Let's try bringing in the Lobcore ego then. Because the thing is, with this much pride and gluttony going around, you do have a good chance of getting representation in meta. And in some fights that is actually quite handy. I don't know whether this is one of them though. Of course, you know what would have been really handy. What would have been really handy would be bringing someone with a good evade skill. So this turn is just a lot of blunt gloom damage. You know, at one point, Ryoshu's 3 to 6 speed was actually pretty good, but then we introduced a bunch of characters with better speed. You had one Joby saying... Yeah, we need to prevent that. The thing is, if we lose the clash, we still get the tremor count. That's probably Rodian's best chance of getting any SP this round. Okay, which one? Processing transfer registration. Unclashable, cannot be redirected, targets unit with most HP, on use spend all charge. So we need to use this attack. It gives him a K-Corp ampule, which will heal him over time, but kill him if he gets too many. Actually kind of important that we do that. Because he's going to be taking a lot of punishment to the next turn. This isn't my first encounter with this guy, although it has been in quite a while. He does appear rarely in mirror dungeons, but he also had a brief stint in Refraction Railway. And the trick to getting past processing transfer registration is that you needed your highest HP character to also have a very good evade skill. We do have a very good evade skill, but it's not on our highest HP character, I can say that much. So we need to hit you as hard as we possibly can. Oh, he just uses it whenever he wants to. Oh well, you can't have everything in this game. Attacks target in captivity, cannot be clashed with, inflict 10 burn, deals 74 damage, so it's going to hurt a lot. And it's very fast, so we can't stop it. Oh, did we miss our chance to stagger? Let's open the passives. At the start of turn, if charge count is at 10 plus, change behavior. There's not much we can do to slow down that charge gain is the problem because he just gets these attacks on use. But we do have a little bit of momentum now. Oh, we also have plus coin drop thanks to force attack. That's nice. You had one job. Although, let's be fair, I should have had Rodion go after the rightmost attack and then had Force intercept the left after the Paralyze gets put down. That would have been a much smarter play. You know what is nice? We do have Dimension Shredder should we want the style kill.
오자 터뜨려주지. 탈출개체가 정리되었습니다.
Well, I don't know about you, but I thought that went well. And the handy thing about these fights is that should one of your sinners die, I believe that it'll give out skill coins so that you still have 6 skills per turn.
경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을.
First clear gives us 40 threads. We get the basic 8 thread 40 lunacy. The 8 threads are for the daily bonus. So I'm going to go do some investigating, see if I can do something to maybe make that fight go a bit smoother. I can't think of many characters there with the requisite highest health and evade skill, but you never know. Alright, so I'm back again. I honestly can't come up with anyone who could really break this tie. The closest that we have would be absolutely no use for the team. Mariachi Sinclair is probably the fastest... Well, no, actually no, he's the healthiest character with an evade skill. The problem is that because he has no internal aggro system, he has no way of forcing people to attack him and get the SP he needs to guarantee that dodge. So yeah, it's kind of a hopeless trial. Of course, that said, Hong Lu being the healthiest character does mean that he's more than capable of taking that hit. I really would not like to see what happens if this guy hits someone with a weakness to envy. When all is said and done, Ryoshu is at least getting her paralyzed out for Force to exploit. At some point his passive will kick in after this turn. Until that point he's still going to have a bit of trouble with his attack power. Rodian, don't play with my heart like this. Alright, captivity time. Intercept this. Actually, no, you've got the best odds of not losing everything. Oh boy. That was the worst time to get that paralyzed, wasn't it? Yep, that was an awful time to get paralyzed. Okay. Is there something in his passives about having a stagger gauge at this point? Because I see the stagger gauge on his HP bar. Weird. But yeah, our objective now is to burst this tremor as much as we possibly can. (3 to 23 or 12 to 27.
고작 터뜨려주지. 걸려라.
Man, he just does not let you get through that tremor at all, does he? Okay then, what can we do? Well, we can't keep your stagger gauge in check, can we? We will at least get to throw out a dimension shredder, that's nice. Although I'm actually thinking now that I need to throw out representation emitter instead because our SP is garbage.
적출할게요.
The bull is scarier. It is fact that the bull is a much scarier fight than this robot is. That said, I still need to do some fine-tuning to figure out what the best way to handle that grabby move. And, I might also need to level up some of the newer characters to figure out who could actually have the best SP for this. Force currently has the second highest HP, which is why... if I do bring in someone for HP evade tanking, then I'd also need to swap Forced out for something else. It's not the end of the world, it's just the fact that I need to address right now. I'll give it this much, this team is really good at racking up that tremor count.
걸려라. 끝이.
And this was not a kill, so let's have a look. Right, processing transfer registration. Pleased to meet you, dear neighbor. This is not the same attack. We can beat this. Whether we'll be able to is another question. Out of everyone... (16 plus 5 is 21. You start at 22. You start at 15. Honglu does have the better odds of beating this. And since I'm feeling especially unsafe, we're just going to go all in on all of our... We're going to go all in on all of our ego attacks here.
오자 터뜨려주지. 모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
So the first one cannot be clashed, but you can use an evade skill to get around it. If you do that, then you get to this turn a lot faster. If you do manage to beat his if you do manage to beat his clashable version of grabbing someone, then it leaves him extremely vulnerable to more damage. But as it is, because I don't quite have the ability to negate that attack, we're fine.
제압 완료. 경보에는 익숙해지시는 게 좋을 겁니다. 아직 50일까지 많은 날이 남은 것을
The thing is,
알고 있으니까요.
I kind of feel like forced is worth it, even though we have to have a lot of... I feel like forced is worth it because even though we have to have someone much stronger than her to take the captivity attack, and we don't seem to have anyone with evades that strong, I feel like it's worth it because, well, forced has the plus coin drop. That's actually been coming quite in handy for this fight. Anyway, next time on Limbus Company, we see whatever waits for us in the Envy tab. Until then guys, take care. I'll see you all around.